My name is John Bergman, and I'm a drama therapist. Well, one class which is brand new, which is drama therapy, and the second class, which is advanced performance. Let's go talk about the drama therapy class first. It's actually sort of part of, in a way, a long-term plan that we're beginning to go and flesh out here that I think is quite interesting, where we begin to go and align essentially applied theatre, theatre that's about social justice, that's about human frailty, about human problems, and that we support that with drama therapy. And therapy is just simply the use of theatre tools that anybody would recognize in order to go and help people change. In drama therapy, here's what we do. A man, a woman, a child, a family come to you and they hurt. And instead of saying to them, tell me, we say, show me. And instead of saying, let's talk about the thing that happened back then, we say, let's take there and then and make it here and now. And suddenly this event that you've tried to go and hide, that the family doesn't want to go and talk about, that makes them uncomfortable. Now we open it up. Theatre is about opening things up. So I've been teaching people all through this term, essentially, what are the techniques that drama therapists use that are all borrowed from theatre, the theatre that you and I know, to go and make there and then, here and now. I am a drama therapist, and I've worked as a therapist with violent people, for instance. But I also work with prisoners to go and create brand new plays using every possible technique that you can go and think of. So in my drama therapy program, what we look at is both what are the techniques from theatre that might help somebody understand something about themselves, and what are the ways in which we can create a brand new show that reflects the density of drama therapy and at the same time is a theatrical tool for change. Putting all of that together along with a performance, teaching people in performance how to go on and work with different playwrights' tools. So, for instance, a playwright might use melodrama. A playwright might decide that he wants a moment in clown. A playwright might be incredibly influenced by commedia, just exactly like the San Francisco Mime Troupe might be. But if you don't recognize it, if you don't recognize what the playwright is doing, you're likely to go and miss your cue and not be quite sure about what you should go do with your body and how you should go and respond. Let's imagine aligning all of that with a play, especially in these times, a play that's designed to go and shift people's consciousness about what's going on in this country. Let's imagine that for a moment. And that we're going to go and use more raucous techniques rather than the well-known play. That we're going to go and use commedia, for instance, or we're going to go and even use something as odd as Grand Guignol, which would be quite interesting. If the actor has never seen it, has never been involved in it, has never done it, then he's at a loss with a brand new play. So part of what we're doing is teaching young actors and older actors how to go and work with what playwrights might actually need. And especially from my perspective, if they're involved with, the wild work, if they're really are involved with working with social consciousness. Been on the planet for a long time. So when I'm watching young actors or older actors, and when I am watching young people learning about drama therapy, in a certain way I'm seeing exactly the same thing. How are you seeing the world? How do you approach it? One foot in performance means that in a way I keep myself honest, because it's really about theatre and about new plays and about learning how to act in new plays. And young actors come and they're sort of filled with sometimes with some quite odd notions about theatre, and they go and wave their arms around and all manners of things. And I say, why are you waving your arms? What else can you do with your arms? Is it possible that that character could also be an iguana or a lizard? Can you make a lizard face while you're doing it? You're going to go and act this peculiar character. Stick your tongue out and see what happens. Now, when I'm working with as a drama therapist and I'm teaching people about drama therapy, most of my clients, they've been so badly hurt they've forgotten how to play. They can't stick their tongues out like lizards. So I teach the students there some of the techniques that I would use with frozen people to get them to go and stick their tongues out, to go and throw balls in the air, to go and let their words suddenly become multiple colors. So there's a linkage between the two. I have to go and keep my hand really on point to go and do it all the time. There is a linkage. Theatre's a funny thing, isn't it? It's a strange thing.